Hello, it's Chris Hynes from Wealthi. I hope you're all doing well. Today I just wanted to run through a new opportunity that we've been presented in Bolton. It's called Lincoln House. It's this development that you can see on the left-hand side of my screen now. And I think it presents a fantastic opportunity for a lot of investors out there that are looking for something on the lower end of the scale in terms of price point, but also looking for a new build opportunity, a quality development as well. And this ticks a lot of those boxes. So we'll run through some of the compelling reasons as to why we've seeked out this opportunity. And as always, if you have any questions, please leave your comments in the comment section below. Click on the book now link and book a time in to have a chat to me in my calendar. And I look forward to hearing from each and every one of you in the near future. So we'll get started. And I think to start off with, it's probably worthwhile running through the location quickly. So the development's located on Nelson Street, which is just where this red ping is here, down the bottom of the screen. So you're about a 1 mile distance away from Bolton city centre. It's about a 5-minute drive away. If you were to get in your car, you're looking at about a 5-minute drive into the city centre. In terms of jumping on the bus, you're looking at about a 6-minute commute into the town centre. And if you were to walk, you're looking at about 15 minutes. Now, in terms of connectivity to the train station, Bolton train station is located just here where my mouse is now. You're looking at about a 6-minute, 7-minute walk down to the train station. And in terms of universities, you've got University of Bolton located just here on the left-hand side of my screen. And that is similar distance to Bolton train station. You're looking at about a 6 or 7-minute walk to Bolton, University of Bolton as well. Now, in terms of hospitals, you've got the Royal Bolton Hospital down the bottom of my screen here. That is about a 10-minute drive away from the development, but nonetheless a very commutable and easy distance for people if they were living within this development to be able to get to the hospital, but nonetheless great to have a hospital on your doorstep as well. So that's a little overview of the area. Now, to look at the development itself, or Bolton itself, sorry. So the Bolton area is undergoing a massive regeneration master plan at the moment. In fact, £1 billion investment into the Bolton area. Now, there was news going back to October now around one of the developers that unfortunately pulled out of the agreement. And they were part of one of the £250 million development plans in the city centre. As it stands, and from what I've been reading up on, it looks as though it will still be going ahead, or that component will still be going ahead. They're just seeking out a new developer at the moment. And as they've mentioned in articles and reports, that the developer that comes in will be benefiting significantly due to the advancements that have been made in the development over the past 12 months or 18 months as well. So still a massive opportunity there. It is still going ahead. There is still the master plan for the £1 billion investment from both private and public monies going into the Bolton region. So we're still going to see that regeneration happen in Bolton. Now, we've got about 1 million people that live within a 45-minute distance of Bolton. As I mentioned, you're 5 minutes from Bolton's town centre, which is fantastic. You've got all your amenity on your doorstep. You've got your cafes, your restaurants, your shops, your retail, everything that you really need. University of Bolton and Bolton train station within 1 mile distance. 60% of UK businesses are within a 2-hour drive, which is fantastic from an economy standpoint, and also from a growth standpoint. It makes it really accessible to a lot of the major hubs in the UK. You're 25 minutes by train to Manchester city centre, 40 minutes to Manchester Airport driving, and huge growth expected up until 2030 as well. So fantastic, or essentially ticking a lot of the boxes that we're looking for in an investment. We're seeing the infrastructure, or the spending in infrastructure happening. We're seeing the connectivity to the rest of the UK. You can get to Leeds, you can get to Manchester, you can get to Liverpool as well very, very easily from Bolton train station. We've seen population growth that's forecasted for Bolton that I'll run through in a bit more detail later on in this presentation, but there's some great growth stats as well. We've got Manchester Airport 40 minutes away. That provides international investment, but international connectivity as well. So a lot of bonuses there. And then looking at it from an educational standpoint, you've got the University of Bolton in the city centre. And this development will attract, I'm sure, both your professionals and then also your uni students as well, who want something that's new and fresh and clean, close to their university and close to the city centre. So it ticks a lot of boxes. In terms of connectivity on motorway networks, you aren't far away from the M6, M61 and M62, and they're going to connect you to essentially everywhere in the UK. So they're within they're within 3 miles south of this development on Nelson Street as well. Now, this is a couple little renders of the internals of some of these apartments as well. I'll run through a couple of the key stats. So the developer is One Heritage Group. One Heritage Group are a listed developer in the UK, so they've got a great reputation and a great business, great track record as well. Estimated completion is January 2022. Now, there were 88 units available at the start of the launch. There's now about 39 units remaining from memory from when I checked this morning. They're also spread across studios, 1 bedrooms and 2 bedrooms. For your studio apartments, you're looking at about £99,000 to £110,000 for one of those. For 1 bedrooms, you're looking at about £124,000 to £129,000. And for your 2 bedrooms, you're looking at about £140,000. And from memory, there's only 1 2-bedroom left at the moment. So gives you a bit of an idea on price point. But as I mentioned, it presents a fantastic opportunity for people that are looking to start their investment journey and capitalize on an area that is going to see a lot of investment, a lot of regeneration in the near future, benefit from some good capital growth. You're going to get some very decent rental yields as well in Bolton. And being able to access it at a more affordable price point for a lot of people as well. In terms of expected yields, at the moment we're predicting that they're going to be around the 6% mark, so some very strong yields in comparison to some other stock that I've spoken about over the past few weeks in the UK, and being able to get in for, let's say you purchased one of the 1 bedrooms for about £124,000, benefit from a 6% yield, and you're going to see some strong capital growth in the next 5-10 years as well. I think that presents a fantastic opportunity. Now, they come with 10-year build warranties as well, and there are furniture packs. There's 3 different furniture packs to pick from, and we can discuss those if you want to run through the numbers and how that looks from a cash flow perspective as well. Now, the Bolton area, so we'll talk about the Bolton local area. So, as I mentioned, located on Nelson Street, close proximity to the city centre itself. You've got all your amenities on your doorstep, train station, 5-minute walk away, and very close to the M6, M61 and M62. Bolton is also a town of Greater Manchester, and I think a lot of people commonly forget that, but you're part of the Greater Manchester region. So it actually is, it's now ranked as the second largest employer in the Greater Manchester region. So it's a vital part of the Manchester area as a whole. You're 10 miles northwest of Manchester city centre. It's about let's say a 15 to 25 minute commute on the train, depending on which train you're on, into Manchester city centre. So really accessible, really easy to get to. You're also very well connected to Leeds and Liverpool. Jump on the train and you can get up to Liverpool. Now, going back to the investment opportunity as well, and the projects and regeneration we're seeing in the Bolton area, that's ranging from commercial developments to housing schemes, and expected to see more than £1 billion in investment made into the town centre over the next 15 years. So it's fantastic to see that there's both private and public money being pumped into the city to really try and regenerate the area, which is a fantastic bonus as well. Now, we've run through Manchester and the opportunity that presents, but that's now kind of solidified its position on the map as the capital of the north. And we're seeing, major businesses move to Manchester. We're seeing BBC there. We're seeing Bookings.com, Google and Microsoft have opened offices in Manchester as well. So that is a major hub for the Northern Powerhouse, and within a, let's say, 18 to 25-minute commute on the train is very, very accessible for people that want to essentially capitalise on some more affordable rent. You could say tenants looking to save some money and be in an area But it's still revitalizing itself and putting itself on the map a little bit more. So a fantastic opportunity there from a commutability standpoint. Now, looking at, I guess we've run through majority of why the investment in Bolton itself. But there is the Bolton 2030 vision. So if you want to have a look at that, by all means, I'll leave a link in the bottom and have a look through the plan itself. It's very impressive. Bolton area, just a couple of key stats. So population at the moment, 280,400 people. Looking at an extra about 16,500 extra people forecast to move to Bolton by the end of 2022. So some very solid population growth. The economy is worth £4.6 billion and 2.9 billion extra forecast by 2034. So about another 12 years. 106,900 jobs, 15,500 new jobs forecast for the next 12 or so years. And tourism valued at £430 million per annum in generating money for the local economy. Now, these are some of the figures for investment that is happening in the Bolton region, and they've kind of split it up along the bottom here. So £260 million has recently been invested into Bolton Town Centre. £250 million has been invested or of private sector investment agreed in principle for the regeneration of master plan. That was August 2018. £100 million of regeneration projects are currently underway. £227 million invested into the university focused innovation zone. Construction work in project on Logisticals North, the largest distribution, logistics and employment site in Greater Manchester area. £50 million invested into a new Bolton rail and bus interchange, and £90 million redevelopment of Bolton Master Place. So they've really diversified where they're putting this investment into the city, looking at the universities and how to grow their exposure in the UK. They're upgrading the train networks, the bus network, and really trying to make it more connected. We're seeing the redevelopment of Bolton Marketplace as well, so really trying to revitalise the retail component to the city as well. £100 million in projects currently underway, and hundreds of millions of more pounds forecast for the next 10 or 12 years as well. So a lot of opportunity there from an investment standpoint. Now, this is a little bit about the Bolton regeneration. So major 25 million homes and shops plan to transform part of Bolton's town centre, giving go-ahead. So this is really to try and revitalise parts of the city. They're trying to modernise the city and give it a facelift in a sense. I think Bolton has a slight stigma about it, and they're trying to remove that stigma. It's now quite a modern, new up-and-coming area. And I think with the help of some of these regeneration projects, it's really going to solidify its place as a fantastic place to be doing business, to have an investment and benefit from some of the growth that we're going to see in the Bolton area as well. In terms of this £25 million plan, the development will occupy 1.1 hectares at a brownfield site currently occupied by vacant buildings and a car park, and so they're just trying to expand the city as well. Construction of the project will begin in April, with final completion expected in 2023. Now, we've run through a couple of these stats in previous videos around Manchester, but it doesn't hurt to touch on them again. Now, the Manchester economy is expected to be worth more than £6 billion a year by 2025, a figure far higher than the national average. City Council has predicted that an extra 5,000 extra people are moving to the city centre each year, so Manchester's growing at an extraordinary rate, and Manchester's skyline is continually evolving, seeing new developments, both commercial, residential, and residential being developed within the city centre, so really transforming the Manchester area as a whole. Some key stats to take away: 16.5% rental growth projected by 2025, 637,000 predicted population by 2025, 17.1% house price growth projected by 2025 as well, and 10% of the city central sector alone is responsible for 10% of all jobs in the region. Now, that is great to see some very strong growth stats from a rental perspective, house price perspective, population perspective, because as we've seen in the past and with a lot of these cities in the UK, they have this almost rippling effect out of them, and people will begin to move out of the city centre and want to be in areas like your Bolton, for example, where you have a hub, where you have your retail, you have all your amenity on your doorstep. You can rent for slightly more affordable as you could in Manchester itself, Manchester city centre, and still be within a commutable distance. So I think it presents a fantastic opportunity in Bolton at the moment, and I think as we continue to see Manchester evolve, we'll continue to see more investment made into Bolton as well. Now, these are a couple of renders of the development itself. They look really smart, really nice finishes, very modern, very clean, very crisp, and very easy to maintain as well. So there's just a couple. In terms of floor plans, there should be some 3D renders here as well. So this is just a general layout for one of the studio apartments. So you've got your front door here where my mouse is, open plan kitchen, living area, and one of the bedroom essentially there. You've got your bathroom as you walk in, and a little utilities room as well, tucked away behind a door in the hallway. In terms of your one bedroom, you've got your front door just here. You've got your bathroom on your right hand side as you walk through the front door, opens up into a living, dining and kitchen area, utilities room tucked away again, and then your bedroom here at the front of the layout. In terms of your two bedrooms, your front door is down the bottom here where my mouse is now. Utilities room tucked behind the door on the right hand side when you walk through the front door. Bathroom on the left down the hallway, opens up into a large open plan kitchen, dining room and living room, and then your two bedrooms sit side by side along the front of the layout as well. So as you can see, if you want to run through those in a bit more detail or run through some alternative configurations, as you can see, there's a few floor plans here that we can work through and figure out which one suits your needs best, but it gives you a bit of an overview of the development itself. So I hope that's answered a few questions or given you a bit of an alternative to maybe some of the other options you've been looking at the moment. If you've got any questions, please, as always, click on the Book Now link below. Give me a message on LinkedIn, or whatever is easiest for you. And I look forward to hearing from you all very soon. But thank you for listening and have a fantastic week. Thank you.